All right. Good morning, everybody. Early morning crypto talk. Bitcoin Brandon here from Los Angeles, California. Thank you for joining us this morning. Type in the chat box where you are listening in from. See Mafus, Rohan from Atlanta, Elvis Lofties, Corpus Christi, Texas, Bethany Gibbs, Seattle, Stan Williams from Hot, Tampa, Florida, Lashana from Richmond, Jamar, Denisha from North Carolina, Ray Fountain, Brenda, OKC, Ron Ross, Charlotte, North Carolina. As a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestions, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. There's 4 rules I live by in the crypto space to have success. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get your return on investment back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you willing to do to make it happen? Make a decision, take action, and stay focused. Do not get distracted. There's so many things out there that can distract you from the space. You cannot be a part of everything. Now, this is not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that we can ask for. All right, let me get my Bluetooth ready. Get the screen share turned on. It is Saturday morning. Hope you guys have good plans to enjoy your weekend today. And which article will we do first? Yeah, the CEO criminal one. A Bitcoin trading firm and its CEO will pay more than $2.5 million in penalty for Ponzi scheme. Uh-oh. What is this about? What was he doing? Oh, I don't think my Bluetooth is on. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, Rohan, I gotta, you know what? You brought this the second time you brought this up. Let me take a look here, what you're talking about. There's a coin that is up 100+%. XPD. Let's take a look. Matter of fact, let's take a look at the market, see what the market is doing today. Remember what I always say, when you pull up the market, the first thing you do is you look at the total market cap value. So, $209 billion, that's gone down a little bit. Bitcoin dominance is at 53%. Someone asked me the other day too, why is it that I look at this before I look at like the Bitcoin price and volume? Well, one reason is Bitcoin represents 53%, half of it. So anytime this number goes up, half of that is going to Bitcoin. The other half is going to the rest of all the altcoins combined. So let's take a look at this XPD. I have not heard of that coin before. The petrodollar ranks 770th. Not a lot of volume. That's only $4,000 worth of volume. Circulating supply, 63 million coins. Market cap is 1.6 million. Yeah, this, I mean, let's see, it's spiked. It's been around since, wow, it's been around since 2014. And it survived. How much is it per coin? 2 cents a coin. The height of it was, let's go year to date. January. So it did get over 7 cents a coin at one point. What markets is this being sold on? Cryptopia, YoBit Cryptopia. So not much volume really going there. I don't know why this coin is up 110%, but I don't know if that's going to mean anything because there's not any real volume there. Let's go to, does it even have a website? Is this rank? It doesn't even have a website. Double check. XPD, petrodollar. Nope. Social. Yeah, I'm not one to take too much big risks, so this isn't one I would mess with right now because there's not much, no volume behind it. It's not big on any exchanges, and that's a huge risk. You might make a quick dollar if you recognize there might be a pump and dump going on. 110% up right now. How'd you even find that one, Rohan? Rank 700, you had to dig deep to find that coin. All right, so let's go back to Bitcoin trading firm CEO will pay more than $2.5 million in penalty for a Ponzi scheme. Okay, let's read this article. A New York federal court has ordered the New York corporation Gelfman Blueprint Inc., which is GBI, I've heard of that, and its CEO Nicholas Gelfman of Brooklyn to pay a total of $2.5 million in penalties because of fraud. GBI is a New York-based company and Bitcoin hedge fund incorporated in 2014. By 2015, the corporation had 85 customers and well over 2,000 Bitcoins under management. The news that arrived on October 18th is a continuation of the initial anti-fraud enforcement action filed in September 2017. GBI was back then charged for allegedly running a Ponzi scheme from 2014 to 2016, where investors could make a substantial amount of money through a fund. However, it was all a lie, and GBI stole over $600,000 from at least 80 customers. Supposedly, for placement in a pooled commodity fund that purportedly employed a high-frequency algorithmic trading strategy executed by defendants' computer trading program called Jigsaw. In fact, as charged in the CFTC complaint, the strategy was fake. The current order states that Gelfman Brooklyn needs to pay over $2.5 million in civil monetary penalties and restitution in what was the first anti-fraud enforcement action involving Bitcoin filed by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. James McDonald, the CFTC's Director of Enforcement, commented, "This case marks yet another victory for the Commission in the virtual currency enforcement arena. As this string of cases shows, the CFTC is determined to identify bad actors in these virtual currency markets and hold them accountable. I'm grateful to the members of Enforcement's Virtual Currency Task Force for their tireless work on these matters." GBI and Gelfman are ordered to pay $554,000 and $492,000 in restitution to customers and $1.8 million and $177,000 in civil monetary penalties, respectively. Even though this is a victory against fraud, many want cryptocurrencies more regulated. The former CFTC chairman, Gary Gensler, claims that crypto needs more regulation than other commodities. Hey, you see that? We just had the former chairman of the CFTC that is putting crypto in the same category as regular commodities. That's big right there. He didn't call it a security. Gensler, who has chaired the CFTC from 2009 to 2014, also added that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin need more protection and probably more protection than even the oil companies, oil markets, or corn and wheat. However, he has chosen to remain neutral on the regulatory scope, declining to choose which agency, SEC or CFTC, should be in charge of regulating digital currencies. Well, he already said so. See, the SEC is in charge of securities. The CFTC is in charge of commodities. And he just said, yeah, it needs more regulation than other commodities. So he's including it, crypto, as a commodity. Mr. Gensler believes that some forms of regulation are compulsory, given the analogy that you want traffic lights and speed limits because then the public is confident to drive on the roads, in this case, the crypto roads. I agree with that. I have nothing against that. But he just admitted that he thinks all cryptos is a commodity. That's a win right there. You don't want it to be a security. You'd rather be a commodity. All right, let's see another article up here. This one is irony at its best. Bank priorities, crypto too risky, money laundering better. I remember reading an article about a bank, just one branch of a bank, $240 billion money laundering fraud at one branch. Do you realize how big that is? When we look at the coin market cap, the entire crypto market is only 209 billion in the entire world. One little branch of a bank was doing 247 billion in money laundering. Yet they want to scream that they're scared about crypto and illegal activity. Let's see what this article is talking about. As Scandinavian bank giant Nordea makes headlines for alleged involvement in money laundering, a certain irony emerges when banks are quick to decry cryptocurrency whilst engaging in corrupt practices. Isn't it like glass houses here? Helsinki-located banking giant Nordea has been implicated in a money laundering operation in which it is alleged to have accepted criminally sourced funds from banks based in Lithuania and Estonia. The revelation is said to relate to a larger money laundering case in which Danish giant Danske Bank has been implicated and faces fines of up to $7 billion. You know what? This is what banks, it's like privilege here. They have money laundering. Oh, yeah, you just pay a fine and continue your business. Throw these fools in jail. Are you kidding me? Oh, you just got to pay a fine. $7 billion, that's a slap on the wrist. They're doing $200 billion. Nordea has confirmed it is aware of the reported possible wrongdoing with a statement on the 16th of October. We are aware of the report, and at Nordea, we work closely with the relevant authorities in the countries in which we operate, including the Nordic Financial Intelligence Units. The charges specifically relate to a number of accounts, which were paid a combined total of more than $150 million or $172 million by shell companies with ties to illegal cash flows coming out of Russia and the UK, identified by regulators looking into the affairs of Danske Bank. Yeah, but they're worried about crypto. Last month, the head of Danske Bank, Thomas Borgen, resigned after admitting that an extremely significant portion of 200 billion pounds, that's about $240 million, $1 billion, which had flowed through the bank, was in fact laundered cash from Russia and the UK, as well as the British Virgin Islands. Dude admitted, we did some money laundering, 240-something billion dollars. Yeah, that's bigger than the entire crypto market in the world at one division. Yeah, just give us a fine. It's all good. I'm going to resign. You know what that means when he says, I'm going to resign? He's going to resign with a golden parachute, rich, live the rest of his life in abundance, no jail time. At a time where EU lawmakers are taking steps to tackle financial crimes like fraud, tax evasion, and money laundering more effectively, it seems rot in the European financial sector is starting to show, as well as Nordea and Danske Bank being implicated in financial misconduct. Dutch retail bank Rabobank was fined, here we go again, fined $369 million for his role in helping to launder Mexican drug money. But they want to throw you guys in jail for being, dealing with crypto. Yeah, I'm sorry. Has anybody gone to jail yet from the 2008 financial collapse? Any of them sentenced to jail time for ruining the economy, costing people their jobs, their homes? I was laid off back during that time. None of those clowns got jail time. In fact, they got bailed out by the government, which used taxpayer money to bail them out, which meant not only did I lose my job, but they used my taxes to bail out the people who cost me my job. Only for them to turn around and keep doing it again. And this is where the irony comes in. All of these banks have warned against cryptocurrencies in the past because of their potential to facilitate money laundering. Rabobank has previously denied services to cryptocurrency firms, citing risk of money laundering as a reason. Really? Sam Wouters, a Dutch Bitcoin advocate, highlighted the inconsistencies in this tweet. He said, last week, Rabobank refused cryptocurrency businesses to open a bank account due to money laundering risks. Today, they get fined, still make a profit, and nobody goes to jail. What a circus. Hurry up. He's right. Along a similar line of reasoning, Nordia banned all 31,000 of its employees from trading Bitcoin because of unspecified high risk. How are you going to see? This is why you want complete freedom. I'm working for a company and they can ban me from doing what I want to do. You're banned from being trading with Bitcoin. See, in this new world that's being generated with crypto, there's going to be two choices for people. You can become a consumer of the system, or you can profit from the system. I'm not looking for a job in Bitcoin. I'm looking to invest in the crypto market. There's a difference. And here, these got 31,000 employees are banned from trading Bitcoin. On the contrary, the immutability of the Bitcoin ledger is one of the greatest assets in combating money laundering. Isn't that funny? The blockchain itself can solve the money laundering issue. All transactions can be traced with provable accuracy, making it ill-suited for serious fraud. The National Crime Agency of the UK came to the same conclusion in 2017 when it published its National Risk Assessment of Money Laundering and Terrorist Financing report, in which it stated the risk of cryptocurrency use in terrorism financing was relatively low. That's right, because here's the stats. Less than 0.5% of all crypto transactions has to do with money laundering and terrorism and crime. Less than 0.5%. Yet the banks act like crypto's the boogeyman of money laundering. ISIS is running around the borders with Bitcoin wallets. That ain't happening. Whilst cryptocurrencies face a long struggle to rid themselves of association with illicit activity, thanks to previous integral use of websites like Silk Road, it seems that the more bank malpractice is uncovered, the weaker the argument banks levy against cryptocurrency. Clearly, no type of financial system is invulnerable to misuse, but the best defense against fraudulent activity, which exists, is a system designed with transparency and provable accuracy at its center, so that the journey of funds can be traced from start to finish without ambiguity. Conveniently, this is exactly what blockchain payment networks can offer. Isn't that interesting? All right, let's go on to the last article. The dangers of public Wi-Fi, especially for crypto users. And I'm going to talk about this in Philly next week. We're going to have a section, we're going to talk about security. Because I've learned from experience, especially when traveling, you got to protect yourself and protect your coins. You are your bank now. And there's hackers out there that also know you're the bank and they want your money. So let's see if I learned something new from this article that I don't already know. The dangers of public Wi-Fi, especially for cryptocurrency users. Blockchain technology makes cryptocurrency the most secure mode of currency to use online. It is impossible to hack into the blockchain to identify users or to alter the records. However, while the security of the blockchain is assured, there are dozens of ways that cryptocurrency can still be hacked. Network security is one of the best ways to assure the protection of your cryptocurrency account. Here, we explore the dangers of using free Wi-Fi to access your digital wallets. Okay. Stealing sensitive information from your device.
We use our devices to store sensitive information, or sensitive personal information such as financial information, identification documents, and passwords for safety and convenience. But is that information as secure as we assume? For most people, it is impossible to keep track of all the passwords used in the various online accounts that we maintain. Instead of risking the closure of one's account, we find ways of storing the passwords that we usually think is secure. There are those that create offline records in notebooks and such. There are those who create and save files on their devices, for instance, a Word document. In truth, neither option is secure. Considering the types of characters used and the length of cryptocurrency keys, it is very likely that cryptocurrency users keep such records. Using public Wi-Fi opens the possibility of a hacker finding the password records stored on your device, including cryptocurrency keys. Without the key, a cryptocurrency account is impregnable. But with the key, it is child's play to get into an account and steal all the current cryptocurrency in it. The best way to protect your passwords is using a password manager. What? They got a link here? What is this? A password management software. How password management software works. Types and benefits of password management software. Okay, this is something that we'll save for later. Password managers. Okay, let's go back to the article. Infecting your device with malware. Even with all the necessary security, hackers still find ways to infect devices with malware and wreak havoc. Oh, there's another article for this. Let's take a look. Hackers find ways to infect devices with malware. 13 ways cyber criminals spread malware. As soon as this thing pops up, well, I'll come back to that. Let it load up. Using public Wi-Fi presents the perfect opportunity for hackers to infect your device with malware, and depending on the function of the malware, you could find yourself in serious trouble. For instance, ransomware holds your device hostage until you pay off a certain amount of cryptocurrency to the hacker. On the other hand, keyloggers could be used to figure out your passwords and cryptocurrency keys, after which your digital wallet would be breached and your funds stolen. Additionally, malware has been known to affect processing power, which could affect cryptocurrency mining. So let's look at that malware article. 13 ways cyber criminals spread malware. Micro job websites, social network spam. Another method with Facebook, YouTube spam, fake website watering hole, anonymous chat rooms, Telegram chats, pushing a viable money-making scheme, distribution via browser games, dating sites, playing with someone's feelings. What do you mean, playing with someone's feelings? Okay, I got to create a trustworthy looking account of a pretty girl on a social network or dating site. Wait for about a week so that the account doesn't appear brand new. Inflate it with posts and boost the likes. Then search for men aged 35 to 60 and select the ones whose status is married. Reach out to their wives saying, "How come you don't look after your husband at all? I'm going out with him every week. Here's a video proof of what we do. You better not watch it if you're touchy." Most victims will get curious to click on that link, which means you get new installs. Oh, so they are playing the wife against the husband. Create a pretty girl, and then find out the husband's who his wife is. Send her a message talking about, "I got proof. I'm with your husband all the time," And then when she clicks the video because she's like, what's going on? What? Then malware and stuff. Wow, I have not heard of that one. I've heard of them doing that to take advantage of lonely men because they got a pretty little girl reaching out to them. Wow, that's a new one. I did learn something new from that one. Dark web forums, the most profitable method. Go to a crypto mining forum and find the software section. Okay. I'll give you guys this link. You can read it on your own. 13 ways cyber criminals spread malware. Copy. No, that was interesting. Didn't even think of that. They take advantage of a jealous wife. Okay. Stealing your processing power. Those involved in activities such as cryptocurrency mining understand the value of processing power. A slight dip in processing power could cost you a fortune. While most cryptocurrency miners understand the benefit of cloud mining, there are those that still rely on their personal rigs and devices. It is inadvisable and largely unprofitable to mine cryptocurrency from your PC or laptop. You hear that? That's why we have Green X, and that's why we've got the sucker in Utah. But it is not frowned upon. The catch is that you need stable, high-speed network access, which you can but shouldn't get through free Wi-Fi. Public Wi-Fi creates opportunities for hackers to steal your processing power and use it for their own gains in cryptocurrency mining or hacking. The takeaway: while there are a few of the dangers posed by using public Wi-Fi for cryptocurrency, they all help paint a clear picture of the level of risk involved when using free Wi-Fi. Weighing the threats against the possible consequences should be enough to dissuade anyone from using public Wi-Fi, and especially so for cryptocurrency users. If it's necessary to use public Wi-Fi, then you should find ways to secure your device and network to avoid the dangers highlighted in this article. Now, I did learn something new from this article. I got 2 new articles to read upon this. But yeah, when you guys are out and about, people love to hang out at Starbucks, and it looks cool that you got your little laptop out and your coffee and you're doing work, or you're meeting with some clients at Starbucks. Do not use public Wi-Fi. When I met a couple of people at Starbucks, my Bitcoin mobile has Wi-Fi in it, and I'm able to connect to it from like 100 feet away. So I will either use my car's Wi-Fi or my device, because I don't pull out my laptop into places like that. I take my tablet, and my tablet is on my phone plan, which means it has its own telephone number and it has its own data. So it's on the network. So I never have to connect to a public Wi-Fi. I also do that in hotels. What I need to do, I need to set up on my phone or something hotspot, so that when I am in a hotel, because I always take up my backup computer with me. I never take my main computer with all my stuff on it, but my backup. But now I just gave myself an idea. If I have my portable hotspot, then I can connect my laptop to that and not the hotel Wi-Fi. That's even more security. I just gave myself another idea there. Anyways, in Philly next week, we'll have a section we're going to talk about security, what you should and shouldn't do, and how to protect yourself. All right, that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for Early Morning Crypto Talk. I will be back tonight for Late Night Crypto Talk. This morning for KGX presentation and training at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. I will not be doing that this morning. That will be done by Pinnacle leader Chris Hanks. And my schedule is about to get all chopped up. So these routine crypto talks I've been doing, it's going to change up for the next 5 weeks or so, because I'm going to be at events. This coming week, we've got the Crypto Invest Summit Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'll be there all day. So I won't probably be doing any early morning or late night crypto talks all week, because then Thursday I'm flying to Philadelphia, so I won't be back until next Sunday. So there probably may only be a couple of late night crypto talks this week, or early morning crypto talks for that matter. And then we got a couple of trips coming up. We got the Philly one, I got Chicago, Santa Clara, Sacramento. So it's going to be, then we got Thanksgiving. So next 5-6 weeks will be chopped up. So if you want to stay plugged in to the crypto talks, because I'll be doing them at different times, make sure, one, you hit the like button so that you like the crypto talks that's going on. Number two, make sure you subscribe so that you can be, and you hit the little bell button so that you're notified when there's a crypto talk taking place. There's far more people that listen to the recording that's listening to it live. So if you're listening to the recording, hit the subscribe and the bell button so that you'll be notified when I go live so that you can listen to it live. So with that, you guys have a great day. I will see you tonight for Late Night Crypto Talk. Stay tuned, kgxglobal.info, to hear KGX presentation. And I got to give a special shout out to Diana Townsend. 60 days ago, she didn't know anything about crypto. Nothing. She heard about it. 60 days later, yesterday marked her 60 days of her KGX education. She has made more than $15,000 in the crypto space. 60 days. If she can do it, starting from scratch, borrowing $300 to get our KGX education, to $15K 60 days later, anybody can. So congratulations to Diana and her team for that feat. I can't wait to see where she's going to be at in her first 90 days. That'll be by Chicago next month. And she's actually going to be speaking in Chicago, so people will be able to hear her there. So with that, you guys have a great day. See you all tonight. God bless. Bye-bye.